Here at the 2015 UCI Para-cycling World Championships at the Omnisport Arena in the Netherlands, and we see the arrival of the multiple world champion of the Great Britain team, Jody Cundy.
I like to think the Kilo is my event. It's the one that seems to suit me physiologically. I wouldn't say I'm an out-and-out sprinter, so when I race against the able-bodied competitors, they always seem to be better on the 200 and the Kira, and they've got a little bit more speed. But on the Kilo, I'm a lot closer to them. So I think the Kilo is kind of my natural kind of forte. I've loved these Worlds in Apeldoorn. They've been seem really friendly, it seems really well organised, and it feels like a really professional event. In the past, we've kind of done World Championships, and they've been good, and there's been a sense of like an event there. But like here, it feels really almost like an able-bodied event. Like it's like watching the Worlds that we've had like a few months ago with the able-bodied teams, and just seeing the organisation, the Twitter feeds we've got going, like the host nation, and all the stuff that they've been putting out. They've been really promoting it strongly. Anywhere you go kind of in the town and in and around, there's posters on the motorways. There's even stencils kind of in the town centre and stuff. So they've really taken it on board. This is my racing prosthetic. Up to here is identical to this leg. Like they're both the same. It's a normal socket system. It's a air release kind of deal. We have a valve on the back. I push my leg in, all the air goes out, and it creates a suction so it doesn't go anywhere. But from here downwards, it's completely different to what you'd see of a normal walking leg. It's an aerodynamic blade. It's a cycling cleat on the bottom, which would be in the same position as I'd have a cycling shoe if I was wearing a walking leg. But with a cycling shoe and a walking leg and the rubber foot that you have on the bottom, there's always kind of energy that's always lost. So you have the shoe, and then the shoe moves inside the rubber, then that moves inside the foot, and the foot's usually springy as well. So every time you kind of press down, you're losing kind of each stage of the way. So the best solution we found was to put the cleat there, create a stiff system between the two, and yeah, it just works really well. Yeah, I would say it's an extension of me, and that's kind of why I have the kind of cool paint jobs on it, because it needs to look cool, and it's kind of like a tattoo, but I can change it every year if I want. Having grown up with it, I know no different. Whereas you got quite a few of the guys that I compete against, they're either accidents, injuries, cancers, where they've lost limbs, and that must be different for them to be fully able-bodied and then lose that function. Whereas for me, I've never had that function, so I've kind of adapted naturally. So yeah, I've kind of worked out different ways how things work, but maybe an able-bodied person coming into paracycling would work in a different way. There was an interesting switch. Like at that time, I was training for the 2006 Swimming World Championships, and it got to the point where my cycling got better and better. The coaches that I was training with had started sending times to British Cycling, and they were interested in kind of getting me on the squad. When I moved to the cycling team, I found out I was actually more naturally gifted on a bike than I was in a swimming pool. And then the first race I rode, which was one of the Paralympic World Cups in Manchester, we broke the world record in the team sprint, and I was offered a place on the team. 3 months later, I won a world title in the Kilometre time trial, and yeah, haven't lost it since. Rio is, well, might be my last one. So it depends on how well I'm going after that. Like I've been going for a long while now, so it'll be my 6th Paralympic Games if I go to Rio. Things are going really well. The motivation is still sky high to come here and still do personal bests, kind of at 36, like you say. It still motivates me to keep going, and that disappointment from London of not being able to defend my kilometre time trial, to be able to take that and use that as motivation to go to Rio and try and win a gold medal. And if I'm going to finish there, finish on a high. But if I still love the sport, which I love the sport anyway, I love riding my bike. If I still find that love and I'm still riding fast and getting better and better as I go along, and I'll keep doing it as long as I can. We want to be world champions, we want to be Paralympic champions, we want to be the best we can be. And you see that across the board, able-bodied Paralympics. It's just that we have like the additional thing, it's like, how do I get this leg to work? How do I get this arm to kind of do this? So that's the additional challenges that we're kind of faced with in paracycling. But if you talk to any Paralympic athlete, they won't tell you that they're problems. They're kind of like, they're just in the back of their head. It's like they deal with what they need to deal with and kind of get on and then go and strive to be the best athletes they can be.